I felt like there were a bunch of photos already and videos of people showing their boards blown up, but there were some things when I went to purchase this that I noticed I couldn't find enough detail about, so I figured I would skip the board part. I already blew it up. It looks great. Haven't used it yet, so I'll update my comments after a couple months of using it, but this is the bag that it comes with, and this is with the paddle and the board folded up and put in it. That's the front of the bag. It has two straps up on top that you can adjust to tighten, a drawstring, and on the back it's a backpack. Actually, the backpack itself, this bag, seems really good quality. Moving on to the leash that you attach. You know, I like everything about it except for one thing, which is this. This is the part that attaches to the board. It's nothing but, I mean, it doesn't even really feel like good quality rope, and it's just a knot. So you could just loop it through to where it attaches that way, or get an eye hook and hook it. Either way, I'm concerned about this knot working its way apart, so I'm probably just going to have to change the type of knot that's in it, but I don't know. But this is my only complaint, is this rope just seems cheap, and I feel like over time it's going to wear and break. Or, you know, if I left the knot like this, I feel like that would work its way out. But everything else on it, I mean, this pivots, well, here I'm not showing it very well, but it pivots really well. Just twists around right here. See if I can get it, there we go. It spins with ease pretty much, so you should be able to move around the board. It stretches, you know, this part of the leash seems of good quality. And then moving on to the seat. Like one guy mentioned, no one really was mentioning the seat, and so he did a video on it. My personal opinion, I mean, this thing is very thin. It does come with a storage thing in the back. It's really flimsy. It comes with your really cheap hooks and cheap filling straps. Yeah, so the seat's supposed to go like this, and then these straps are supposed to hook to the board. With that being said, even with this, first of all, when it's on the board, it only has these two straps, one on each end. So this you can keep it from being able to slide back on the board to a certain point, to once this tightens up, but you can't keep it from sliding all over the board. So it's all over the place. My 11-year-old daughter, who I got this particular board that I'm doing the review on, who is literally barely even 80 pounds, this thing can't hold her up. With it tightened all the way, it kind of like flexes in the middle, and it's cheap. It's not worth it, and I kind of knew that already from all the other reviews that I had read before purchasing it, so I wasn't purchasing it for this. But I just want to show this because if someone is buying this board for this, I would move on. There's other, I mean, if not, you are just know that you're going to be spending the money purchasing a new seat, because it's, like I said, if it can't even hold up an 80-pound girl, you know, how's it going to hold up in an adult? I didn't even bother sitting on it, to be honest, just because. The pump that it comes with, I did not, I threw it away, actually. I bought 2 of these boards for the holidays, and both of them were defective. The one that came with this particular board, it made it all the way up to 5 psi's as we were pumping it, and then all of a sudden the needle just dropped down all the way to the bottom and basically stayed there. It won't, you know, I played around with it, and then the pump that came in my board didn't work straight out of the box. So both of those I have thrown away. They're no good. with that being said, I already have a pump that has a PSI that I owned prior. You know, so I basically finished up blowing up this particular one and mine with my pump. Now here's the paddles. So this is something that I wanted to show, is because I think one of the issues that people are making is they're tightening this too much. And when they go out using it, the pressure, it's eventually breaking. Because I was reading comments to where some people were saying that it was cheap, that this is, you know, it broke when they went to use it. So when you get it, mine personally was not tight enough, right? This part here was not tight enough, so it wouldn't hold this piece from being able to see. Now you can't push it in. But if you look at the instructions will tell you this piece you twist, you're supposed to twist it clockwise around to tighten this plastic piece. So when you latch it, it'll latch tight. This whole ring will latch tight enough onto this piece, so that way it won't slide. But I think what some people might be doing is tightening this too much. So when they latch it, it's just putting too much pressure on this right here. And then when they go to use it, as they're moving it a little bit, it eventually cracks the plastic and breaks it. But it has the measurements like most paddles do, adjustable paddles. The instructions also will tell you how to adjust it per your height. You know, so that's for people that are new and don't know, you know, that's a cool little feature. And this is the handle, the top part of the paddle. And I mean, it's nothing fancy, but it's a paddle. It'll work, you know. You know, there's better quality paddles out there, but for a newbie, and like I said, I bought this for my 11-year-old, so this paddle will do just fine for her. I will do, like I said, we haven't brought it out into the water yet, so I want to use it for a couple of months. We live here in Florida, so you know, we pretty much can use it all year round. So I'm going to wait a couple of months, use it, you know, both our boards, and then I'll do another review to say how well it's holding up. Hope this was helpful.
All right, this is a review of the FunWater Inflatable Paddleboard. Just got it, just inflated it, and what the company doesn't advertise is you can actually compete in two different outdoor or sports with this. One is the actual paddle boarding, and the other is pumping it up. I just spend about 17 hours doing this motion to get to, looks like 13 and a half, 14 bars. And that's pretty important. There's instructions that state this, and they really emphasize that we don't go over 15 PSI because that will void your warranty. So you must use a pump that's included to maintain your warranty. It takes a while. Day one, pump it up. Take a recovery day. Day 3, head on the water. No, I'm just kidding, but it takes a while. But it looks like it's worth it. It's pretty stout so far. We're getting ready to take it out on the lake here. We live out on the lake. So we'll be heading out there and disregard the mess. We're opening up all our Amazon boxes. But so this comes with the leash, some repair straps, which hopefully we won't need. a Q&A page, the instructions themselves, and a fin that will attach once we get outside. It also includes a backpack, which is quite nice. So all that will fit in there, so I can keep it stored. I was worried about that when I opened it up, like, I wonder what the backpack's gonna look like, but it looks like it's sufficient for what we can get done here. $300. We'll get this out on the lake and we'll give it a try here. Oh, I should mention that the paddleboard comes in 3 pieces and it is adjustable. I have it in the lowest setting. We picked this up for my wife, and she's pretty short, but it really extends out there. So let's see. Set this down. All right, went ahead and fully extended it out. Looks like 210 centimeters is the farthest you can extend it out. I did stand on it, and it's pretty solid. And I will state, so us being in northern Indiana, there's tons of lakes, tons of different shops around here for stand-up paddle boards and kayaks and whatnot. $300 is like right on the price for just a standard complete whole paddleboard. So hopefully this performs just as well. My wife's been really wanting one, and the fact that I can inflate it and deflate it gives us the opportunity to be more mobile with it. We go to Florida 2-3 times a year. We like to go to Colorado. This would be a great thing to take and relax by the water spots when we're out there.
Okay, as I promised at the beginning of these videos that I would show the kayak seat installed. So here it is. As you can see, there's 2 straps going to each D-ring from the back of the seat. There's also a zippered pouch, and again the other side does the same. So you have 2 D-rings, you have 2 straps, and there you go, the seat is attached. Let me show you me standing on the deck. There is no bendage. My feet aren't sinking. Very tight. Here's the pole adjusted for me. There's a clamp right here that helps tighten it down to the setting you want. So again, yeah, it's pretty impressive. 10'6". Bought it on Amazon. Decent price. Lightweight to carry. With the kayak seat. So FunWater, I don't know why you don't have a video of the kayak seat being installed. Come on. Thank you again. Have a good day.
It's moving, and it works, and it's very sturdy, and I'm 5'2", over 150 pounds. My feet barely sink on here. It's really comfortable on your feet, and it's well made and very sturdy.
So here I'm having to